Hi there guys, welcome to day 29 of the lockdown and the UR daily update. Right, first thing I'm going to do is kick off just to call some action from some of you if possible. We've obviously got the Richer Life Resilience training starting this Thursday at 12:30, and we've got 46 of you actually booked on for it on Thursday lunchtime. Now, as far as I'm aware, all the emails have been sent out to you now. Okay, there's one person I think I need to speak to about something that's slightly different, but which I will do. But all the emails should have gone out yesterday. So if you've got the email and you didn't opt out, and all you need to do is reply to that email with read it and understand it, and then reply to the email with the word received. When we get that email, you'll then get sent the Zoom registration details, okay, to book on for the 6 weeks. You only need to do this consent and book on for Zoom once, and then the same registration details will be applicable for all 6 weeks, okay? So the current numbers are, we had 46 that we've got booked onto MindBody, so you should have the email sent out. We've had 28 received emails back, and we've sent out those 28 Zoom registration details, and so far Claire has had 15 completed Zoom registrations come back. So that's kind of where the numbers are at the moment. So I'll remind you again tomorrow morning, but make sure you do this, okay? Because again, if it gets left to Thursday morning, we're going to be busy, and if you haven't done it and registered and got your links and stuff by Thursday morning, I don't want you to miss out at Thursday lunchtime, because I can't guarantee we're going to be able to get you set up on the day. So that's why we've given you a few days to do it, so please make sure you do that. One thing that's written in the email that you'll get sent out, it's in red I think, is a reminder, and just a reminder from me again today, to make sure you get yourself your notepad and pen that you're going to have with you for every session, because it's not just kind of hypnotherapy this session. There's going to be coaching elements and writing down some stuff for you as well. So, and like I said yesterday, your notebook doesn't need to be as fabulous as that, but something that you're going to use every session to keep your notes in one place. And like I said yesterday, not just loose sheets of paper that you're going to write on and are going to get thrown away or lost somewhere. You want to keep everything together. And then this will become your Richer Life Resilience Training Journal. Okay, that's what that will become. Brilliant. So I want you to do that. And also, I've been contacted by a couple of people who maybe for whatever reason can't make the regular session, and also maybe they're not as comfortable, they don't really want to work in a group, they may actually want to do a bit of work one-to-one with Claire, and she can go through this Richer Life Resilience training with you one-to-one. It will obviously be at a cost. You know, I'm funding the kind of the group stuff, but if you're someone who would prefer to work one-to-one, and then obviously it can be tailored and more specific to you as you go through, then give me a shout or contact Claire, and that is something that's possible. But like I say, that would be there'd be a charge associated to that. It wouldn't be included in your membership, but the other 6 weeks are. So another thing that I wanted to say to you was, this morning I've just finished uploading. We had quite a few comments asking for some more melt method or foam rolling sessions. So this morning I've just uploaded, I think it's about a half-hour session with Nikki, the foam rolling lower body session. So that's now on the YouTube channel that you can go in and look at and watch and use as well. And I've noticed that some of those sort of stretch and foam roller sessions are some of the most used sessions on our YouTube library. So that's really, really good. What I'm also going to do later this week, I'll probably wait till the end of the week, is I'm going to do an updated kind of index or itinerary of everything that's on that YouTube library, so you know, because I've added on like a 25-minute mace bell session. Like I say, we've added the new foam rolling session. There's another one on there from Ace of the Hit. I'm going to add another one on for Mark this week, another Pilates session, and Russ's Strength at Home session 3 or week 3 will be on there as well. So by Friday this week, there's going to be loads more on there again, which is really, really good. Right. one more thing, or two more things briefly. One, Claire posted an article yesterday into the Facebook, which is really worth a read, all about if you play a sport or if you do anything and you're not able to play that sport at the moment, the process of mental rehearsal and visualization to get you through this period. And I kind of put a comment underneath about even, you can visualize playing your golf, and in the garden you can practice some chipping and putting and that sort of thing. But there was after reading that, I remembered something. I don't know the reference, so I can't give you the exact details, but there's a study done where there was two guys. One was actually shooting, free throws in basketball. It was in America, obviously. So free throws in basketball, physically shooting the free throws for a certain amount of time every day. And then there was another guy who was just visually and mentally rehearsing doing free throws, from the same line, but very vividly visualizing and mentally rehearsing, even though he wasn't on the court. And they took obviously initial kind of a test to set a baseline of where they both were. And then in a period of weeks afterwards, they went back and retested. And the guy who'd practiced every day had obviously got better. But the guy who hadn't practiced but had just mentally rehearsed every single day got significantly better as well. Now, the guy who had physically done it was a little bit ahead in terms of his improvement, but there was significant improvement in the guy who actually didn't do any free throws at all. He just mentally rehearsed every day and clearly got into the mental state of being there and throwing. So this mental rehearsal stuff is really, really important, okay? And the final thing that I want to, and that's the kind of thing that we're going to be discussing and Claire's going to be covering in the 6 weeks resilience training, okay? And then the other thing that I wanted to say was the 5 things I mentioned the other day: the strength training, the high intensity interval training, the LISS, which was the low intensity steady state, which I talked about yesterday, the kind of relaxation, foam rolling, stretching, Pilates, that kind of thing, and then also the NEAT, the non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Just quickly to mention the NEAT today, okay? So just try and be aware today. Now, the thing with NEAT is that it shouldn't actually be something that you do for the purpose of exercise. That's the whole point. It's just going about your daily life and moving and doing tasks and chores and fidgeting and blah, blah, blah. So while you're doing stuff today, morning. While you're doing stuff today, I just want you to think about, to try and be a bit more aware of the activity that you're doing, even if it's walking up and down stairs multiple times, doing stuff in the garden, doing housework, shifting stuff around in the garden if you've got to go shopping, there's all those simple things that we can do, like using stairs instead of escalators, like parking a little bit further away from the supermarket if you go to do your shopping. That sort of thing, So be aware of NEAT today. Yesterday I asked you to be aware of LISS, low intensity steady state, and I still want you to do your LISS today. Go out for a walk or a cycle, something like that, if you're able to. But be a bit more aware of the NEAT today as well. Okay, brilliant. So main task, get back to me on those emails and fill in the Zoom registration links, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Take care, guys. Stay safe, stay strong. Cheers.